Ram Ram, Namaste everyone. Welcome you all to the 15th class of Sanskritasri Pathamala 3. We were doing the Padya Padaparichayas of the different words. We will continue that and see if we can finish that today. Start with Prarthana. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vikhnopashantaye Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalas Kritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe, Saraswati Namastestu Veena Pustakadharini, Hamsavahana Marudhe, Vidyadanam Kurushvame. Shri Guru Bhyo Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So first we will start with an introduction to Kritantas. We've already seen this. I think in Pathamala 2 we had a brief overview of what Kritantas are. So we had seen some Kritantas. Today we will see a few more, but we are going to see them just it's not completely, just to have an idea of what are the different types of Kritantas will be frequently seen in these lessons, or even in the Padhyas. When we are doing the Padaparichaya, it will be nice to know the Kritanta with which the words have been formed. So I thought we will have an idea of a few more Kritantas than what we did in Pathamala 2. So you know that a Krit Pratyaya is added to a Dhatu. Then we get a Kridanta, which is a Pratipadikam. Basically, it's a noun. So to this, we add the Vibhakti Pratyayas and we get a Subanta Padam. So a Dhatu plus a Krit Pratyaya will give the Kridantam, which is a Pratipadikam. This is the basic structure. So when to a Dhatu, we add the Trich Pratyaya, we know that we get the sense of the person who is doing the action. So here in this slide, I have taken only the Path Dhatu, to read, Path, to read. The one who reads is the doer of the action. So an example is Rama Pathita. Rama is the one who is reading. Then we have already seen in detail the Ktva Pratyaya, where we try to add the Ktva Pratyaya to different verbs and saw what are the forms and how it can be used. Ktva is having done some action, the same person goes on to do another action. We use the Ktva Pratyaya. Having read. Pathitva Swapini. Aham Pathitva Swapini. I will read and sleep. Tumun. Tumun is in order to or just to. So to read. Shakuntalam Pathitum Ichhami. I want to read Shakuntalam. Shatra is added only to Parasmaipadi Dhatus. So this gives the sense of the person who is doing the action currently. So the one who is reading, it is actually the adjective to the person who is reading. Yes, so it is the adjective to the noun. So the Shatra Pratyaya, if I show you an example, it will be clear. Katham Pathan Tushyami. So Pullinga Pada is Pathan. So if it is Strilinga, it will be Pathanti. If it is Napumsakalinga, it will be Pathat. So if a boy is saying Katham Pathan Tushyami, so I who is actually reading is the story. I am enjoying. Tushyam. I am happy. So Shatra is used only with Parasmaipadi Dhatus. Tavyat gives the sense of something which should be done. So the action has to be done, then we use Tavyat Pratyaya. But the thing is that in Tavyat, it is used only in the passive voice. So it should be read. For example, Bhagavad Gita, Sarvaihi Padhitavya. The Bhagavad Gita has to be read by everyone. So we use it in the passive sense of the verb. So kta pratyaya we have come across. This is the passive past participle. We have seen many examples of kta pratyayas. So as and when we see in the future also, if you know the meaning and if you know how it is formed, that will be interesting. So it was read. So all these verbs, all these pratyayas have been added to the patha dhatu. So I have given only for the patha dhatu as far as this slide is concerned. Maya Raghuvamsha Kavyam Padhitam. The Raghuvamsha Kavya has been read by me. So it is a passive past participle. So not all pratyayas, all krit pratyayas can be added to all dhatus. So some krit pratyayas can be added only for very specific dhatus, some for certain classes of dhatus. Similarly, aniyar is very similar to the tavyat pratyaya. It is also in the passive sense, and that is also, it has the exact same meaning. It should be done. So you can say either pathaniyam or padhitavyam. Both are the same meaning. So pathaniya, Ramayanam, pathaniyam. Everyone, or Ramayana is something that has to be read. Lyut. Lyut is actually the action which is actually big, the name of the action itself. So we call it the gerund. So for example, for the patha dhatu, it will be pathanam. The reading itself is the lyut pratyaya. So when you add lyut to patha, you get pathanam. So lyut is always in napumsakalingam only, because it represents the action. It is only in napumsakalingam. Narayaniyasya pathanam punyaya. The reading of Narayana gives punya. Narayaniyam gives punya. Then the lyap. Lyap is very, very similar to the ktva pratyaya, but the only difference is ktva pratyaya is added only to the simple verbs, whereas lyap is added when the verb is already has an upasarga. So upasarga and verb will only get lyap. You cannot add ktva pratyaya to it. So it's the same meaning. Having done, the same person completes one action and does another action. So we use lyap pratyaya. Pustakam sampathya, having read well, pariksham likha, write the exam. Having read the book well, write the exam. I think we mentioned about ktin pratyaya in the last class. It is the abstract noun. It is not similar to lyut in the sense that it is not just the name of the action, but it can be, say, the cause of the action or the result of an action. For example, bhaktihi sukhaprada. So bhaj dhatu, bhajate is an atmanepada dhatu. So to reach somebody, or to get close to somebody, or to attain something, we use the bhajada. So the result is bhakti. So when you go closer to the Lord, it is bhakti. So bhakti sukhaprada, it gives all kinds of happiness. Nul. Nul is again the doer of the action. Just like the trich pratyaya, nul is also used in the sense of the doer of the action. For example, pachakaha. So pachadhatu, pachati. Pachakaha is the nul anta. Pachakaha annam pachati. So it is also gives a sense of the doer of the action. Shanat is exactly like the shatra pratyaya. It is the one who is doing that action currently. So just like how we saw the takaranta shabdas, pathat, likhat, etc. In Shanach, we add either ana or mana. So edhamanaha vrikshaha bhittim apatayat. The tree which is growing, the tree which was growing, it caused the wall to fall down. Apatayat. So it is a causal form. It caused the wall to fall down. So this is just a general idea of the different pratyayas that we may be coming across. So it is useful to know these things. We will take up many of these in detail later, maybe in the course. But then for now, it is just a brief introduction. Okay, so if there is any question, I will take it. Yes, the Ktin Pratyaya is always in Strilinga, and it is an Ikaranta Pratyaya, and it will decline similar to the Mati Shabda. So it is always a Strilinga word. Just like how Lyut is always an Apumsakalinga, Tin is always a Strilinga. Kridantas, yes, we did some of the Kridantas in Pathamala 2 towards the end. So I just thought we'll add a few more Kridantas to the list of those we are seeing. Now we'll go to the Padhyas. I think we did 3 of them already. We'll go to the 4th one. If somebody wants to try, please raise your hand. Padma Bhagini.
Ram Ram, Namaste.
Ram Ram, Namaste. So first the meaning of the Padhyam.
Nrityat kallola jaladhe kuto garjasi nistrapaha pashya tire trishakrantah antah pritchati vapikam. Nrityat kallola.
So Kallolaha is a wave. So Nrityat is again the Shatra Pratyayanta. So when we see these, we will be able to appreciate the Pratyayas, the Krit Pratyayas that we learned. So Nrityat is it's a Samastapada. Nrityat Kallola is O sea who has dancing waves. So Nrityat Nrityantaha Kallolaha Yasyasaha Samudraha, and that in Sambodhana Prathama.
Osi.
Osi, Jaladhe, that is again a Sambodhana.
Sambodhana. Kuto garjasi nisrapaka. Why are you dancing shamelessly?
Correct. Trapa is shame. So we learned the dhatu trapate, isn't it? Lajjate trapate. So nistrapaha, that means without shame. You're shamelessly dancing. Or you're roaring. Garjasi is roaring.
Pashya tire trishakrantah. Look, on the banks, the thirsty traveler is asking for a stream.
For a stream or a well. Vapi can be a small water body. So Pashya, again this is lot lakara. Pashya tire trishakantaha krantaha panthaha. So trishakantaha is the adjective to panthaha. What kind of a traveler? The thirsty traveler. Prichhati. Kim karoti? Prichhati. Vapikam prichhati. Vamna prichhati. Okay. Uttama Bhagini. You can just wait for a minute. We will do the Pada Parichaya of this Subhashita. So the Anvaya goes like this. Nityat Kallola Jaladhe Nistrapaha Kuto Karchasi. So being shameless, why do you roar? Pashya, look. Tire, on the shore. Trisha Akrantaha. These are actually not 2 words. It is a Samastapada. Rishaya Akrantaha Panthaha Vapikam Prichhati. He asks for the well. So it's the same thing. The word by word meaning is given. Nrityat Kallola, O one with dancing waves. Jaladhe Osi. Kutaha. Kutaha is all from where or why. Both meanings are there for Kutaha. Garjasi, you roar. Nistrapaha, shameless. Pashya, see. Tire, on the banks. Trisha, by thirst. Trisha is not by thirst, it is just thirst. Trishaya, in Tritiya Vibhakti, will be by thirst. Akrantaha. Akrantaha is one who is affected by something. Panthaha, one who is going on a pathi. Pathin Shabda is the path or the way. So one who is on the path is Panthaha, traveler. Prichati, he asks. Vapikam, this is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Vapikam Prichati, about the pond. This again is the overall meaning. O sea, the one with dancing waves, why are you shamelessly roaring? See, the thirsty traveler inquires about the pond and not about you. So, and not about you is inferred. So, the Sandhi padas are Kuto Garjasi. So this is Kutaha plus Garjasi. So unless you split the Sandhis, you will not be able to do the Pada Parichaya correctly, because Kutaha is a different word and Garjasi is a different word. If it's Kuto, then you will not know, and if you don't know the Sandhi, you will not know what kind of a Pada it is. So you should first split the Sandhi properly and then attempt the Pada Parichaya. Trisha Krantaha, as I told you, this is a Samasta Pada. Within the Samasta Pada, there is a Sandhi. Trisha Akrantaha, Trisha Krantaha, Dirgha Sandhi. Okay, so Nrityat Kallola is the first word. Can you try the Pada Parichaya?
Astu. Nritya Kallola, is it Akarantaha? Pullingaha?
Yes.
And Shabda, I was not sure. With Kallola.
It's the full word. Nrityat Kallola Shabda.
Nritya Kallola Shabda. Sambodhana.
Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. Vachanam?
Vachanam is Ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam. Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Jaladhe.
Jalade Akarantaha. Jalam Napumsakalingaha.
That is Jalam. But then Jaladhe is.
Oh.
So Jaladhihi. Jaladhihi is the Shabda. I mean, Jaladhihi is a sea or a ocean. But the Shabda is Jaladhi. It's an Ikaranta Shabda. And
then Jalade could be Sambodhana again.
It is a Sambodhana, just like Hari Shabda. So it is Hare. It is a Pullinga Shabda. So for Samudra, you can use any word which means water, like Payodhihi, Jaladhihi, Ambodhihi, and so on. So Jalani Asmin Dhiyante iti Jaladhihi. That is the Vigraha Vakya. That is the explanation for how this word has been derived, the Vyutpatti of this word. Jaladhi. For that, the Sambodhana is Jaladhe. So now can you attempt the full Pada Parichaya? Ikaranta.
Ikaranta, Pullingaha, Jaladhi Shabdaha, Sambodhana Vibhakti, Ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam. Ikarantaha Pullingaha, Jaladhi Shabdaha, Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti, Ekavachanam.
And
Nisrapaha.
Akarantaha.
Nisrapaha. Pullinga.
Pullingaha. Shabda, since it is combined, I am not able to make out. Nisrapa has Shabda. Nisrapa Shabda.
Nistrapa Shabda. That's so. However long the word is, it is the entire thing will be the Shabda. Ultimately, the Anta is Akaranta. So Nistrapa, just like Nrityat Kallola. The entire thing, since it's a Samasta Pada, all we are concerned about is the ending and the Linga. So with that, we will be able to get the forms. Nistrapaha is again an Akaranta Pullinga Pada. Yes.
Akaranta Pullingaha Nisrapa Shabda. Prathama Ekavachanam.
Prathama Ekavachanam. Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So you can try the others as well.
Avyayam.
Kutaha is an avyayam.
Garjasi. Garj dhatu, lat lakara,
Correct.
parasmaipadi,
Correct.
madhyama purushaha, ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam. Garj dhatuः परस्मैपदी लट्लकारः मध्यमपुरुषः एकवचनम्.
Pashya, drish dhatu,
Correct.
lot lakara, parasmaipadi, madhyama purusha, ekavachanam.
मध्यमपुरुष एकवचनम्. सम्यक् भगिनि. धन्यवादः. जाह्नवी सतीश भगिनी.
राम राम राम.
राम राम. नमस्ते.
तीरे सप्तमी विभक्तिः एकवचनं. तीरः शब्दः अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः.
So there is both tiram and tiraha. So it is both pullinga and akarantaha. Pullinga or napumsakalingaha. Tira shabdaha. Prathama saptami vibhaktihi ekavachana. Samvak.
Trishakrantah is thirsty. So Trishakrantah. Trishakrant akarantaha pullingah.
Yeah.
Trishakranta shabdaha.
Yes.
Prathama vibhaktihi ekavachanam.
So akaranta pullinga trishakranta shabdaha prathama ekavachanam.
Panthaha is traveler. So akarantaha pullingaha pantha shabdaha.
Yes.
Prathama vibhaktihi ekavachanam.
Yes.
Vapikam akarantaha napumsakalingaha.
Is it akarantaha first?
Vapikam.
Which vibhakti is this? Pantaha vapikam prichhati.
Dvitiya.
Yes, Tritiya vibhakti. So it gets at the end. So what shabda gets an
Strilingaha.
It is strilinga. Vapika is a strilinga shabda. Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachana. Yes. Akaranta.
So it's Vapika Shabda, is it?
Yes.
Okay. So then it is Akarantaha, Strilingaha, Vapika Shabdaha, Dvitiya Vibhaktihi Ekavachan. Prichhati is Latlakaraha, Prathama Purushaha, Ekavachan.
Which dhatu?
Prichhati. Prich dhatu.
It is prach.
Prach
dhatu.
Parasmepadi.
Parasmepadi latlakara. Uttam. Samyak. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada.
So the next one is Palasha Mukula Bhrantya Shukatunde Padatyalihi Shuko Jambu Pala Bhrantya Tamalim Dhartumichhati. The book says Jagdhumichhati, but there is a slight confusion whether the Tumunanta of the other Bhakshane Dhatu is Attum. So in some places it is only mentioned as Attum. There is for the Ktva Pratyaya and the Ktin Pratyaya, we have Jagdhi and Jagdva, and for the Tumun there is a doubt, so whether the Jagdhum is correct. But then we can say in many places this is a Patha Bheda where it says Dhartum Ichhati, so we have chosen this. Dhartum is to hold or to catch. So Palasha Mukula, so Bhrantya, what does the bee do? It thinks that the parrot's beak is a Palasha bud, the bud of the Palasha tree. And what it does is it falls into the beak of the parrot. And what does the parrot do? it thinks that this bee is a jambu phala and it tries to catch it. So the Anvaya is Alihi. Palasha Mukula Bhrantya Shukatunde Padati Shuko Jambu Phala Bhrantya Tam Alim Dhartum Ichhati. The word by word meaning is Palashaha is a kind of tree, Mukulam is a bud, Bhrantihi. So this again is a Ktin Pratyayanta as we were seeing. Brahma Dhatu, Brahmati, to roam around we saw. So it can also be somebody who is, in intoxication. So Bhranti is generally one who does not have a steady mind. So by delusion, Shukaha, the parrot, Tundam is the nose. So Tunda can also be used for the trunk, like Vakra Tunda Mahakaya. Tunda can also be the trunk, but here it means the nose. The beak. Patati is false. Alihi is the black bee. Jambu Phalam is the rose apple. Tam, that. Alim, that bee, the black bee. Hartum, to catch. Ichhati, wishes. Meaning is the black bee falls into the beak of the parrot, mistaking it to be the bud of the palasha tree. A parrot wishes to catch it and swallow it by mistaking it to be the rose apple fruit. The Sandhi Padas. Patat Yalihi. Patati plus Alihi has become Patat Yalihi. Shuko Jambu Phala Bhrantya. That O is because of the Visarga. Shukaha Jambu Phala Bhrantya. Vani Bhagini. Vani Krishna Varya.
Namaste Ram Bhagini. Alihi Ikarandaha Pullingaha Ali Shabdaha Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana.
Yes.
Bhrantya. Is it Bhrantya or Palasha Mukula Bhrantya?
It should be fully Palasha Mukula Bhrantya. Yes.
Ikarandaha Strilingaha Palasha Mukula Bhranti Shabdaha.
Yes.
Dvitiya Ekavachana. Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachana.
Ekavachana.
Shukatunde Akarandaha Napumsakalingaha.
Yes, Napumsaka, Tundam.
Shukatunda Shabdaha Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachana.
Yes. So Akaranta Napumsakalinga Shukatunda Shabdaha Saptami Ekavachana.
Patati Padu Dhatu Latta Parasmepadi Prathama Purushan Ekavachana. Shukaha Akarandaha Pullingaha Shuka Shabdaha Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Tam Takaranda Pullingaha Tat Shabdaha Dvitiya Ekavachana.
Pullinga Dvitiya. Yes.
Dvitiya Ekavachana.
Dakaranta Pullinga Tat Shabda Dvitiya Ekavachana. Uttam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
Urmila Bhagini.
Namaste, Beni. Ram.
Ram. Namaste. Alim.
Alim is Akaranta Shabda, Akarantaha, Pumlingaha, Ali Shabdaha, Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
So Ali Shabda has to be Ikara sentence.
Oh, yeah.
Ikaranta.
Yeah, Ikaranta.
Pullinga. Rest of it is right. Pullingaha. Dvitiya.
Pullingaha, Ali Shabdaha, Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Correct. Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Dhartum is Dhru Dhatoho Tuman Pratyaya I don't know what else to say.
That is fine. So actually, you don't need to say anything. This tuman pratyayantas and twa pratyayantas are all avyayas. So it is enough if you just say it's an avyaya. The pada parichaya is, it is only, it's an avyaya. Nothing more needs to be said. Because what is an avyaya? It does not change for any linga or vachana or purusha. So, but if you want to explain the way in which the word has been derived, then dhr dhatu plus tuman pratyayanta. So tumanantam avyayam, to just add more detail. So dhr dhatu ubhayapadi tumanantam avyayam. So that there is both dharati and dharate. So it is ubhayapadi.
Okay. Ichchati. Ichchati is ish dhatoho latlakara parasmaipada rupani prathama purusha ekavachanam.
Uttama, samyak. Ish dhatuhu parasmaipadi latlakara prathama purusha ekavachanam. That's it. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada.
Next is jale tailam khale guhyam patre danam manag api prajne shastram swayam yati vistaram vastu shaktitaha. So in water, oil spreads. When you tell a bad person something which is to be kept a secret, he will not keep it to himself. He will tell everyone. So khale, guhyam is that which is to be kept a secret. Patre danam, so to a fit person or for a worthy cause, if you make a donation or if you give something as charity, managabi, even if it's a little bit. One more thing, that is prajne shastram. So to a wise person, the knowledge that is given, all these things, swayam yati vistaram, by themselves they become big and very significant. Swayam yati vistaram vastu shaktitaha. So this capacity is inherent in all these people or things. So anvayaha is jale tailam managapi vastu shaktitaha swayam vistaram yati. Similarly, khale guhyam patre danam prajne shastram. So we can add these things to all the sentences. The word by word meaning is jalam, water, tailam, oil, khalaha is a wicked person, guhyam is a secret, patram is a worthy person, danam is charity, manak and api are both avyaya padas. That also is very little. It means very little, even a little. Prajnaha is a wise person or a scholar. Shastram is knowledge. Swayam, on one's own, so by itself. Yati, attains. Vistaram, spreads. Vastu shaktitaha, through the inherent nature of the object. The meaning is oil spilled on water, secrets told to a wicked person, a gift given to a worthy person, and knowledge given to a wise person, however small in quantity, spread by virtue of their inherent qualities. Yes, Sandhi padas are, I don't think there are, managapi. Manag and api together have become managapi. The kakara has become ga by a Sandhi rule. Managapi. Anne-Marie Bhani.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Jale, jalam, akarantah, napumsakalinga, jala shabdah, pratama vibhakti, no, dvitiya vibhakti, I think.
Jale tailam. In water,
Jale.
the oil.
Saptami vibhakti. Sorry, I was
Saptami.
thinking of jalam. Jale. Saptami vibhakti ekavachanam. Tailam. This is dvitiya vibhakti. I think jale tailam manapi. Akaranta napumsakalinga taila shabdah.
Yes.
Tailam managapi. This is the dvitiya vibhakti.
So tailam vistaram yati.
No,
So,
it is a subject. Prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Manak api. Api is an avyaya. Manak.
Manak is also an avyaya. Both are avyayas.
Okay.
Even a little. Try it.
Vastu shaktitaha. Vastu shaktitaha. Akaranta. This is a samasa, I think. Is it?
It is a samasa. So if taha is added, like kutaha.
No.
If we add a if we add a kta pratyaya, it should be to a verb. So this is vastu shaktitaha. Vastu shakti is a noun, isn't it? So if you don't see a verb, generally it's not likely to be a kta pratyaya. So here from the panchami arthe ghazal. So the takara, the taha, we have seen in many places. It means the from or than. It has this meaning. And the panchami artha. So, but if taha is added, it's an avyaya. So you don't need to think beyond that. It's just an avyaya.
Avyaya. It's like from something, yeah. So we don't say all the things, karanta and so on.
There is no need to say all that because it doesn't change in form. Vastu shaktitaha will be the same for all lingas, all vachanas.
Okay. Vistaram. Okay. Akaranta napunsakalinga. Vistara shabdaha.
This is vistaraha pullinga.
Pullinga. Then is dvitiya vibhakti. Okay. Vistara. Akaranta pullinga. Vistara
shabdaha.
Prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. No, dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam.
So akarantaha pullinga vistara shabdaha dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam. So vistaram yati. What happens to it? So with a gatyarthaka dhatu, yati is a gatyarthaka dhatu, to go, isn't it, or to attain. So the destination will be in dvitiya vibhakti. Vistaram yati.
Gatyarthaka means where you go.
It has a meaning of a movement. So gachati, chalati, yati, eti, all these things are gatyarthaka dhatus.
Yati, this is a kriya padam. Prathama purush ekavachanam.
Correct.
And what do I have to say?
Which dhatu and which padam? Parasmay padam or atmane?
This is parasmay padam.
Yes.
Ya
dhatu. Ya dhatu parasmay padi latlakaraka prathama purusha ekavachanam.
The time, latlakara, yes.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada.
Shri Ranjini Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini.
Ram. Namaste.
Khale. Khale.
So what is the full sentence?
Khale guhyam.
Khale guhyam vistaram yati. Vastu shaktitaha vistaram yati is the full sentence. So according to that, you can decide the vibhaktis.
Khale akaram pullinga khala shabda saptami vibhakti ekavachanam.
Uttama. So akarantaha pullingaha khala shabdaha saptami vibhaktihi ekavachanam.
Guhyam
akaranta napumsakalinga prathama vibhakti ekavachana.
But guhya shabdah akarantah napumsaka lingah guhya shabdah prathama vibhakti ekavachana.
Parasmaikali.
No, this is not dhatu.
Okay.
Prathama vibhakti ekavachana.
Patre akarantah pragye patre patra akaranta pullingah
patram
akaranta napumsakalinga patram shabda
patra shabda. Because we are saying akaranta, we should say only patra shabda. We should not say. The prathama ekavachana form is patram, but the shabda is patra. Akaranta shabda. Yeah.
Patre 7.
Saptami
vibhakti ekavachana. Danam akaranta napumsakalinga prathama vibhakti ekavachana dadhane.
Correct. It is derived from the da dhatu. So napumsakalinga prathama vibhakti ekavachana. So I was mentioning about the lyut pratyaya which is added to a dhatu. So the dhatu with a lyut pratyaya gets the form danam. So danam means giving. The act of giving or the charity itself is called danam. So it's always in napumsakalinga. So karanam, pathanam, lekhanam, all these things, where you see anam at the end, they are all napumsakalinga shabdas. They are mostly derived from the lyut pratyayas by adding them to the dhatus. Pragnye.
Akaranta pragya shabda hai.
Lingam.
Pragya pullinga. Saptami vibhakti ekavachana.
Akarantah pullinga pragya shabdah saptami vibhakti ekavachana.
Shastram akaranta napumsakalinga prathama vibhakti ekavachana.
Shastra shabdah
prathama vibhakti ekavachana.
Uttamam bhagini. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah.
So before we proceed to the next one, there are some questions. We will first take them and then proceed. There is one more sandhi in this verse, tamalim, tam plus alim. So unless there is a change in the letter, we do not call it a sandhi. Here they have just combined the makara and akara and written it as makara. It's just a gunitakshara. So it does not involve a sandhi there. Tamalim is just, the combined form of writing tam and alim. There is a sandhi is generally a varna vikaraha. When the varna changes, only then we call it a sandhi. What is the vigraha vakya of nistrapaha? So we can say nirgata trapa yasmat saha. So the one from whom the shyness or the feeling of shyness has gone away. Nirgata trapa. Since trapa is strilinga, we have to say nirgata trapa. Trisha Kranti is not sandhi. Trisha Krantah. Trisha Akrantah is a dirgha sandhi. Trisha plus Akrantah, but it's in samasa. Trishaya Akrantah, Trisha Krantah. is null formed by appending ka at the end. Yes, aka. You will hear aka at the end. For instance, we have adhyapakaha. So where it is adhi purvaka, in gatav, adhite is the dhatu. So in gatav dhatu, it will only give the basic form. To that, we have to add the nich pratyaya because somebody who teaches, adhite is the one who learns. So adhyapakaha. So adhyapayati iti adhyapakaha. So it gets the causal form. It is the null which is added to the causal form of the verb. Aka, you will hear aka at the end. What does attum means? Ada bhakshane is a dhatu. So atti means to eat. He eats. He, she, or it eats. So attum is attumunanta, to eat. It was right beside dhartum, yes. So not to just catch it, but also to eat it. So dhartum, attum, ichchati. Attum is to, in order to eat. It is again a tumunanta. Go to the next padyam. Udarasya trinam vittam, shurasya maranam trinam, viraktasya trinam bharya, nisprihasya trinam jagat. So the Anvaya is Udarasya vittam trinam, shurasya maranam trinam, viraktasya bharya trinam, nisprihasya jagat eva trinam. So the entire whole world is equivalent to grass for a person who has no attachment. Nisprihasya jagat trinam. The Pratipadartha, Udaraha, is a person who is generous, a generous person. Trinam, grass. Vittam, wealth. Shuraha, a brave person. Maranam, death. Viraktaha, an unattached person. Bharya, wife. Nisprihaha, one without desires. Jagat is the world. The artha as well is as insignificant as grass for a generous person. Death is insignificant for a brave person. Wife for a detached person, and the whole world for a desireless person. The sandhis are, there are no sandhis. Actually, the trinam, vittam, the makara changing into anuswara is also a sandhi, but it doesn't change the, we are able to identify the words still, so we will not consider them for now. Sorry. So, somebody wants to try, please raise your hand. Amita Bhargava Bhagini. Ram Ram Bhagini. Udar. Udaraha, so it is an akaranta. Yes. 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 Shashti ekavachana.
Vittam is the wealth.
Yes.
It is Napunsakalinga.
It is a Napunsakalinga Shabda. Akaranta.
Akaranta Napunsakalinga Shabda. And Vitta.
Can you repeat that, Bhagini? I didn't hear you properly.
Akarantaha Napunsakalinga.
Yes.
Vitta Shabda.
Yes.
And Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Prathama Vibhakti.
Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana.
Trinam is in Akarantaha Napunsakalingaha. Trina Shabdaha.
Yes.
Prathama Vibhakti एकवचनम्.
सम्यक्. प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनम्.
शूरस्य brave.
The brave person. Shurah.
This is Pulinga. Pulinga.
Akara.
Akarantaha. Pulingaha. Shashti. Because there's a Shashti vibhakti ekavachana.
Shura Shabdaha. Shashti.
Shura Shabdaha. Maranam is from Mriya Dhatu.
Yes. Mra Dhatu. So this is the lut form. Maranam. Like Dhanam. This is Maranam. Yes.
So this will be this Akaranta.
Yes.
Napunsakalingaha.
Yes.
Mrinna Dhatu.
No, the dhatu is not important.
Yeah.
Now it has become a
Yeah,
pratipadika and an shabda. So you can just say akaranta napumsakalinga since it is in prathama vibhakti maranam. Marana shabda prathama vibhakti.
Prathama vibhakti ekavachana. Viraktasya attached. So this is akarantaha.
Yes.
Napunsakalinga.
No, the person who has no attachment is viraktaha.
Oh, so it's like a adjective. Taking
Yes. No, it is the, I mean, it describes a person, but it is a noun here. Viraktasya jagadeva trinam. Oh, nisprihasya. Viraktasya bharya trinam.
Bharya. So it will be feminine.
No, Virakta Shabda is Pullinga.
Pullinga.
Akaranta Pullinga.
Akaranta Pullinga. Shashti vibhakti ekavachanam.
Shashti ekavachanam. Bharya.
Bharya. Strilingaha. Akarantaha. Akarantaha. Strilingaha. Bharya Shabdaha. Prathama vibhakti ekavachana.
Bharya Shabdaha. So Akaranta Strilinga. Bharya Shabdi Shabdaha Prathama vibhakti ekavachana.
Nisprihasya. This is
Nisprihaha. Nispriha
Akaranta. Akarantaha.
No, Akaranta.
Akarantaha.
Nispriha is Pullinga.
Pullinga.
The person who has no spriha is Nispriha.
Pullingaha. Nispraha Shabdaha.
Shabdaha, correct.
Shashti vibhakti. Prathama purusha. Shashti
Shashti ekavachana. Ekavachana. Jagat.
Jagat. Prathama, sorry. Akarantaha. Napunsingalinga. Jagat Shabdaha.
What anta?
Vibhakti. Jagad. Takarantaha.
No, it is Takaranta itself. Jagat.
Takarantaha. Yeah. Takarantaha. Jagat Shabdaha.
Correct.
Prathama vibhakti ekvachana.
Yes. Do you remember the forms? Jagat Shabda.
Jagat, Jagatau, Jagataha.
Napumsakalinga. This is Napumsakalinga.
Jagat here, Napumsakalingam. Jagat, Jagatam.
Jagat, Jagati,
Jagati, Jaganti. Jagat, Jagati, Jaganti.
Tritiya.
Jagata. Jagata.
Vidya will also be the same.
Jagata, Jagadhyam, Jagadhihi.
Yes.
Jagate.
After that, it is like Mahat Shabda. Uttamam. Dhanyavad. Next. Padyam is Kripanena samo data na bhuto na bhavishyati asprashanneva vittani saparebhyah prayachati. The Anvaya is Kripanena samaha data. So samo is the visarga which has become okara. Samaha data na bhutaha na bhavishyati. There was no one like him, a donor like him, either before or in the future. There will be no one like him in the future. Na bhavishyati saha vittani asprishan eva. Without touching the wealth, he donates it to others. Parebhyah prayachati. Pratipadartha, Kripanaha is a miser, Samaha is equal. So Sama is an adjective. So Kripanena Samaha Data. Data again is a Rikaranta Pullinga Shabda. Here it is Pullinga. So it qualifies that word. Samaha Data Dona Na is not or never. Bhutaha was. Bhavishyati will be asprashan. So the is to negate. Sprashan is touching. Asprashan is without touching, untouched. Eva only. Vittam wealth parebhyaha to others. Prayachati. Pra is prakarshen yachati. So he gives it completely. So we'll see the artha. There was never a generous person like a miser, nor will there be one in the future, because a miser leaves his wealth for others untouched. The sandhi, I think there is a namudagama sandhi. Samo data, samaha data, we saw that it's the visarga which has become okara. Bhuto na bhavishyati. Asprashanneva. Asprashan plus eva. There is a doubling of the nakara here. Asprashanneva. Reemalal Bhagini.
Ram Ram.
Ramaram.
Okay. Kripanena Shabda. Kripan Shabda.
Kripanaha.
Kripanaha. Akaranta Pullinga. Tritiya Vibhakti Ekvachanam.
Kripana Shabda. Tritiya
Kripana
Vibhakti.
Shabda Ekvachanam. Samaha Shabda. Would that be an avyaya?
No, samaha
It's an
agrees
adjective.
with, it's an adjective.
Okay.
It is a normal pratipadika. Samashabda.
Samashabda. Samashabda Akaranta Pullinga. Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam.
Yes.
Data. Datra Shabda. Rikaranta Pullinga. Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam.
Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Ekvachanam. Na Shabda Avyayam. Bhutaha Shabda. Akaranta Pullinga. Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam.
Yes.
That's
Was
a ta
never
pratyay. That's a ta pratyay.
Correct. That's a ta pratyayanta with bhu dhatu. So bhu dhatu parasmaipadi kta pratyayaha. But that is just the vyutpati. That is how the word is derived. For the pada parichaya, it will just be akaranta pullinga bhuta shabdaha prathama vibhakti ekavachanam.
Bhavishyati Tinganta Padam.
Yes.
Lrit Lakara. Bhu dhatu Lrit Lakara. Prathama Purush Ekvachanam.
Parasmaipadi. Prathama
Parasmaipadi.
Purusha ekavachana shabda.
Ekvachanam.
Second.
Vittani. Akarantas Napunsakalinga Shabda. Vitta Shabda.
Yes, correct.
Napunsaka. Here it is Prathama Vittani Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
Asprishan neva Vittani Parebhyah
Dvitiya.
Gachati.
Yeah, Dvitiya Vibhakti.
By the form, we will not be able to say in Napumsakalinga. It could be Prathama or Dvitiya. But looking at the meaning, we'll know that it is Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Karma. It's the karma here.
Karma. Yeah.
Asprishan is the Shatranta Shabda, right? So,
yes.
Takaranta, Pullinga Shabda,
Yes.
Asprishat
Yes.
is the Shabda, and
Yes.
it is Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam, Napunsakalinga. Oh, sorry, Pullinga Shabda.
Pullinga. That's why it gets asprishan. Asprishan neva. So takaranta, if it were napumsakalinga, it will have takara itself at the end. So takaranta pullinga asprishat shabdava prathama vibhakti ekavachana.
Parebhyaha para shabda sarvanama.
Yes.
This is Chaturthi Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
Chaturthi Bahuvachanam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavad.
Rajiv Garg Bhagini.
Namaste.
Ram. Namaste.
Prayachati, it is Tingant verb shabda, Parasmai Padi, Pratham Purusha, Ekvachana, Prayach Dhatu.
Prapurvaka
Yachadhatu.
Yachadhatu.
Yeah.
Da dhatu.
Yeah, okay.
Parasmaipadi, Latlakaraha, Prathama Purusha.
Pratham Purusha, Ekvachana.
Oh, that was the only thing. Okay. So would you like to attempt the meaning at least of the next one?
Yeah, I can try. Vrashchikasya Visham Puchhe Makchikayasya Mastake Takshakasya Visham Dante Sarvange Durjanasya Tat. Vrashchikas is scorpion. So in this scorpions, the poison is in its tail.
Correct.
And the bee, the poison is it in the forehead.
This is Makshika is Makhi, the fly.
The bee. Yeah.
The fly.
So the poison is in the forehead of the bee. And the Takshakas in its head. Yeah, okay. Takshakas is the sarpa, the serpent. The poison is it in teeth.
Yes. Yes.
And the bad, wicked person, the poison is in whole body.
Correct.
Whole of its body, there is poison.
Yes. Sarvange tat. Uttam.
Yeah.
Dhanyavadaha.
Namaskar.
So the Anvaya is Vrishchikasya Puchche Makshikayascha Mastake Visham. Takshakasya Dante Visham. Tat Visham. Turjanasya Sarvange. Turjanasya Sarvange Tat. So Vrishchikasya Visham Puchche Makshikayascha Mastake Takshakasya Visham Dante Sarvange Turjanasya Tat. So Vrishchikaha is a scorpion. There should be a visarka there. Visham, poison. Puchham is the tail. Makshika is the housefly. Takshakaha is the snake. Dantaha, teeth. Sarvangam, all parts. Durjanaha, wicked person, the wicked person. Mastakaha, mastakam. It is there in both Pullinga and Napumsakalinga. It is the head. The meaning is a scorpion's poison is in its tail, a housefly's poison is in its head, the snake's poison is in its teeth, but a wicked person has poison in all parts of his body. But in a wicked person, all parts of his body has the poison. Sandhi, makshikayascha, makshikayaha. So that is the Shashti, Ekavachana, cha. It has become makshikayascha. Shakara has come. Makshikayascha. And sarvange, sarva and ange, sarvange. Rajini Bhargava. Rajini.
Ram Ram Bhagini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Namaste. Vrikshikasya, it will be Akaranta, Vrikshika, Napunsakling, Shashti Vibhakti, Ekvachanam.
Pullinga. Vrikshikaha.
Pulling. Vrikshika is pulling.
Akaranta. Pullinga. Vrikshika Shabda. Shashti Ek.
Puchhe. This is Saptami Vibhakti. Akaranta, Napunsakling or pulling?
Napumsaka. Pucha.
Pucha Shabda,
Yes.
Saptami Ekvachanam.
Yes.
Saptami Vibhakti Ekvachanam.
Yes.
Makshikayaha. This is will be Akaranta, Strilinga, Makshika Shabda,
Yes.
Shashti Vibhakti Ekvachanam.
Strilinga Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So it should have mentioned the Makshika Shabda. I will add that as well.
Oh, sorry, Makshika Shabda.
Makshika Shabda.
Cha,
Avyaya.
Mastake, again, it is Saptami Vibhakti.
It is
Akaranta, Pullinga, Mastak Shabda, Saptami.
Pullinga, Napumsakalinga, both are there. So either of it is okay.
Napumsaklinga, Saptami Vibhakti, Ekvachanam.
Ekavachanam.
Visham, Visham must be Dviti Vibhakti. Akaranta, Napumsakling, Vish Shabda, Dviti Vibhakti, Ekvachanam.
Visham is Napumsakalinga, but it is Prathama Vibhakti. Visham Asti. So it is the subject. So,
Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam.
Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Takshakasya.
You can complete this Takshakas because we have already run out of time. So
Takshakasya, this will be Akaranta, Pulling, Takshak Shabda, Saptami Vibhakti, Shashti Vibhakti, Ekvachanam.
Ekavachanam. Shashti Ekavachanam. Takshaka Shabda.
Dante. Dante will be Akaranta, Napumsakling, Danta Shabda, Saptami Vibhakti, Ekvachanam.
Pullinga, Dantaha.
Yeah.
Akaranta, Pullinga, Danta Shabda, Saptami Ekavachanam.
Is there any way to know which is pulling and which is
Referring
Napumsakling?
the kosha is the only way.
Durjanasya Akaranta, Pullinga, Durjan Shabda, Saptami, Shashti Vibhakti, Ekvachanam.
Shashti Ekavachanam.
Tat.
Once again. That's it's already given. Dakaranta, Napumsakalinga, Tat Shabda. Because this Tat goes to the Visham. So, Sarvange, Durjanasya Tat. Dakaranta, Napumsakalinga, Tat Shabda, Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Samyak Bhagini, Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavad.
Stop here. There is just 2 more questions. We'll take them. The Dantaha means tooth. Yes. Dante, it's in singular here. So it's in its tooth. It should be the the literal translation. Is Janakaha also Andvul form? Yes. Janayati. So it is again the causal null form. It has to be because Jan dhatu jayate, to be born. So Janayati is to give birth, and Janakaha could be the null form of that Nijanta pada. So we will stop here. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadah. Punarvilam.